Thank you in India, and we want to thank Prudential, AIG, Chubb, Zurich, and USAA for their mentorship for this program. So good morning. My name is Cyrus, Karai, and I'm the CEO and co-founder here at CoverForce. CoverForce was born out of the University of Pennsylvania's Innovation Fund, and it has the mission of strengthening the connection between insurance carriers and their most trusted distribution partners. That's agencies, brokers, and corporate affinity. We have a team with authentic capabilities and deep industry experience that includes the former global head of small middle market commercial at Travelers, as well as the former global head of operations, technology, and claims at the Hartford. A bit of background on the industry. So the current state is that insurance agencies and brokers are the main source of distribution. 85% of all business in the market comes from these two channels. It's a highly fragmented market on the demand side, as well as the supply side, with 40% of commercial lines premiums written by the top 10 carriers, with no carrier holding more than 5.5% of the market. PDFs and calls are still the prevalent form of communication, with getting a quote sometimes taking weeks. So therefore, speed has become the competitive edge for carriers alongside the quality of their offering. However, there is a lack of carrier access that hinders this speed. As mentioned on one side, you've got agents, brokers, networks, agency tools who really need this communication channel and demand digital communication solutions. On the side of carriers are aware and they're very proactive about providing these kind of endpoints to connect in. However, without industry standardization, agencies find it almost impossible to connect with these disparate API endpoints of multiple carriers, as well as accessibility in itself to get access to these APIs is often difficult. So introducing CoverForce. We are that bridge between the top-rated carriers as well as the most trusted distribution partners. We put on board a CoverForce engine service that maps between the different carriers and takes out a lot of the intricacies as well as the complexities of an integration. We package it into what is a consumable API, which then can either power what is the CoverForce agent portal, that is a front end that enables agents and brokers to access their carriers, or we have a willingness to work with agencies and brokers that have developed their own front ends that just need access to top-rated carriers. On top of this, we provide best practices in security and compliance that adhere to the global standards of these large insurance carriers, as well as their regulators. When it comes to the agent portal, me and my team, and this is pre-COVID, went out and surveyed hundreds of agents across America. We went everywhere from not just Philadelphia, but to Portland, to Chicago, to Florida, to really understand what are the problems in the industry. And we ended up working with some of the largest insurance networks that aggregate over $10 billion in premium to really understand what are their pain points and work with their agents to develop a solution that is built by agents for agents. It has instant quote pay bind, which in itself is a very difficult and revolutionary thing to have in the industry. But it's highly configurable, so agencies can select the preferred carriers and products. It lets agents be the broker of record, which is a very important differentiator in this market, as well as it adds a light touch CRM system and auto syncs with the existing ecosystem of an agency. So we fit in to the current solutions as opposed to disintermediate anything. All this is powered by Consumable API. It's a curated marketplace that enables agents and brokers to build their own digital experiences for their members and customers. You can offer a one-to-one relationship, or where a lot of carriers need to work with a certain agents group, we offer one-to-many. It is purpose-built to retain all the flexibilities intended by carriers, as well as updated continuously for their latest appetite guides, direct from those carriers. Carriers ultimately control who gets access to them, as well as we use our team with top talent from industry to ensure a fast and light touch integration to ensure IT teams can very easily integrate with our ecosystem. So from the Financial Innovation Lab, a few points came out of where we feel like we add value and differentiate. From agencies as well as carriers, one of the core differentiators was the fact that we are the only independent technology enabler in the market with this solution. We're not an agent, we're not an MGA, and we are not a broker. And what that means is we are not a competitor. We do not compete with these agents, MGAs, or brokers, nor do we compete with the carriers themselves. We are there to just bridge between them. We are built to scale, as India mentioned, across lines, products, and geographies. We're powered by strong machine learning that enables accelerated carrier integrations and mapping. As well as from listening to our carriers and agencies, we ensure informed insights for development. giving insight into offerings, underwriting questions, appetites, as well as coverage gaps. Ultimately, our solution is just there to build that digital gap that exists between the most trusted agencies as well as the carriers which work with them. We're CoverForce. Thank you.